Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. In today's episode, we are going to be returning to Havenwood now that we have all of our lovely Christmas decorations put up in place. I really need to, I don't know, I need to figure out what to do with the frogs down there. I don't just want to build another frog sanctuary, but at the same time, they've been trying to escape since day one. That's okay. They'll be fine. But yeah, so we'll be working, I think... Let me think about this. I think I really want to build Havenwood Hall in today's episode. As you can see, I pretty much just got done decorating for Christmas. I'm trying to get ahead with this intro so that way we can do more building, because that's kind of a little behind the scenes how this sort of works. I can tell you guys is I tend to do all of this stuff like 3 days before the video is supposed to go out. It's not good. I like to get things done a little bit faster usually, so that's why I'm trying to get ahead on it, so that way we can put more builds on it and actually do more inside the episode, more time lapses, because I know that the time lapses go over rather well, and I enjoy doing them too. Do you hear that? Our texture pack makes the snow and the paths and the leaves and stuff sound like actual snow crunching under our feet. It's pretty cool. I really like this these 3 resource packs. I'm fairly certain it's the snowy sound when doing it though. But yeah, anywho, this is what we built inside of 2 episodes ago. It is still technically hollow, but that's alright. I think we'll be doing its interior when we do the Fletcher's building and the farmer's market. So I don't know. I think we'll be building Havenwood Hall in today's episode. Mostly because I think it'll be really cool actually having the buildings rising behind the wall. So we might do like it in the tavern, and then inside of the next episode we could do the Fletcher. Well, okay, we'll see what we can do. There's a good chance we might be able to do 3 buildings. There's a good chance we'll be able to do half of one. We'll just see. Maybe this whole career will be done. Anywho, let's lock in for a time lapse. I tell you what, I gotta be one of the most optimistic people on the planet with meaning the whole courtyard could get finished in a whole episode. Anywho, we do not finish the whole courtyard in this episode. I don't know what crack I was smoking. No, we finished just Havenwood Hall in today's episode, which is more than enough. We should be able to finish up the main areas of this courtyard before Christmas Day, actually, so that'll be exciting for our Christmas special. That's kind of my goal right now, is to finish up this area and then include it in the special somehow. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this building turned out. I feel like you look at it and it immediately gives off City Hall vibes. I was really inspired by City Halls from across the world, really. Mostly American style ones, which really we have no style for that. They're all sort of different in their own sort of ways. I was kind of inspired by the one from Parks and Recreation. Based off of memory alone, I did not look up any reference images, so I don't know how accurate it is to it. But I really wanted it to have a bunch of Gothic towers on it, just to make it feel like it was not like above everybody else, but above everybody else, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. I mentioned later on in the video, in like 10 seconds, how it's a little bit jittery and stuff. The computer was crashing a couple times trying to do it. It might be the holidays, just a lot of people are on the internet right now, so who knows if that's the issue. Hopefully my computer can hold out a little bit longer until we get all of its replacement parts, but anywho, I will let past me talk. I hate to cut that time lapse a little bit short. This is what we have so far, but my computer is already on the skirts. During this time lapse, it crashed about 2 times, I want to say. So if the time lapse of this building seemed a little bit jarring, I apologize. The computer is actually on its way out, so I'm going to make sure that it is a priority to get my new computer up and running as soon as possible. It was mostly whenever we were inside of the recording software, or when we were doing the time lapse and recording it. So I don't really know why that is. It's something about the graphics card is going bad. I don't know. I'm not necessarily a computer guy, but I fairly understand. But I want to show you that we've actually done this. I've extended the peninsula out a little bit, so that way we can put some trees here to go up against the outskirts of Havenwood, and Havenwood Hall, excuse me. Um, and yeah, I figured I'd just do this off camera, mostly because it's just landscaping, and it's kind of not necessarily important, and I didn't really want to screw around with another time lapse just for it to crash again. That being said, we've also finished up the courtyard area for here. So inside of a episode coming up, we will hopefully be able to build in all of the stalls and stuff. And yeah, have all of that. We'll be working on the church eventually. As you can see, we aren't finished entirely. But now we can actually start building the bridge here as well one of these days, which is going to be a godsend. It's going to be so nice to not have to swim. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how the Havenwood Hall is turning out. And like I said in a couple of videos ago, I can't remember if you guys remember, this is going to act as our city hall here. So it's going to be sort of having a courthouse area on the second story. On the first story, I'm thinking it's going to be like offices for the city. And like here we're going to have the entrances. So it's going to enter into a little foyer area here that'll go to at least 3 offices for the city to manage. Which I figure is probably enough inside of a Minecraft city. Anywho, second story is going to be the main courtroom area. There's going to be lots of sitting areas and stuff. And at the very end, probably like here, I'm thinking is where the judge is going to sit, where I'm going to preside, of course. And then the third story, we're going to be having attic space and maybe more office space. We'll just have to see what ends up. But I really like the look of the towers. I think that they are a triumph. There's one more tower that needs to go on the area where the roofs connect right there, so it'll be 5 towers in total. I think it looks really nice though, and you can just barely see it. Well, no, you can't just barely see it. You can see it peeking up over the wall of Havenwood. So it looks pretty cool, I think. And I think once its final tower's in place, it's going to look really cool looking, and especially once we have the tavern and stuff right next to it. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and finish up Havenwood Hall. And for our second time-lapse of today's episode, as you can clearly see and how I just mentioned, actually, we are going to be finishing up the rest of the building. As you can see, I decided to put a nice stone floor on the base, and the second and third floors are actually just wooden ones, as we've done throughout all the other areas. Put on my classic roof, and then for this tower design, I actually decided to make it different compared to the other 4. I wanted it to feel more important and different compared to the other ones, in the sense that it's a little bit fancier. I was toying around with making them all the same, but in the end I figured make them all a little, or not make them all a little bit different, but make that one specifically just a little bit different to make it feel a little bit more special on the building. Oh yeah, this is the floor. Okay, there we go. I didn't even realize what that was. Cool. And then I started adding on these lovely little side porches, because I was looking at where the actual entrance was going to go, and I figured that the best place to put it was just sort of out of the way and tucked around the corner, so we can get all these nice big windows with natural light flooding the building. So I put them there instead. Or just on the side. Alrighty guys, so as you saw from that lovely time lapse, we have finished up the main body of the City Hall, or Havenwood Hall, whatever you want to call it. It's time for us to decorate the inside of a little bit. That's going to be in a time lapse in a little bit. But I thought I'd just show you guys how it looks in first person. I think it looks pretty cool looking. We have 2 little entry porches on the front, and then the 2 in the back are mostly decorative. But yeah, I think it looks really nice. I think you can definitely tell that it's a courthouse, and I think that's always one of the most important aspects of a build, is being able to look at it and identify it as what it is, or what it's supposed to be. I'm honestly glad I decided to do the porches all the way around, because I feel like it was missing something. It felt a little bit naked and not grand enough, but now it definitely is. So I'll give you guys a quick little tour of the inside, and then we'll start decorating the courtroom. So when you come in here, you have a little vestibule area. I think I'm going to put stone brick pillars going up to the ceiling there and there, just to make it a little bit grander. These are the stairs that'll go up to the courtroom and offices, and through here we'll have, like, I don't know, the different offices for different parts of the city and stuff. I think somewhere we're going to put in, maybe I don't know, either outside or like down here we're going to have a little area going down into like a little cellar, maybe. Or even like, no, we need a police station. No, we don't. This will be the police station. I don't know. We're going to put in a little like jail cell area somewhere.
But yeah, we'll have like different offices all throughout here and stuff. This is just temporary because this goes all the way up to the bell tower. I'll take that down as soon as we have a good way to get up there, which chances are the stairs are just going to have to loop around again and then head on up, which will be fine. And I mean, look at the views that we have out these windows. Isn't that just beautiful? It's so beautiful. Still need to finish the interior of the blacksmith. Well, I'm really pleased with this area too. So right here is sort of where like everyone's going to be able to sit down. Right up here we're going to have the judge's area and like a little office space for the judge with the stairs being here. We're going to have the little person typing court. What are they called? They type everything down. I can't remember. But they'll be over here and stuff, and then we'll have like the defendant area and stuff like all that. This room never gonna be used, except for maybe like a bit once in a while. But like, oh well, that's all right. It'll be fun. And then over here we're gonna have like offices or just little side rooms where like you can pull your people aside, and have a little conversation. But also like in the event of a siege or something, this whole area would become like the room of operations. Because honestly, the amount of like view and like space over the wall, or view over the wall that this building has is honestly pretty impressive. Like you can see any oncoming attackers from like almost every direction from this city hall building. And then yeah, this spans all the way down to the ground floor until you come up to the main turret. So yeah, as you can see, pretty nice views. I think it's currently the second tallest building in Havenwood. Of course, second only to the clock tower. Hawthorne's... With this, okay, since this is an actual turret, I'm going to count it taller than the spire on Hawthorne's. So this is definitely the second largest, or second tallest, excuse me, building inside of Havenwood. Oh my gosh, I missed a spot. How horrid. But anywho, so yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I think, I don't know, it's either going to be the next episode or the episode after that where we'll be working on the church. I don't know how tall the church is going to be. I haven't really designed anything. Oh, sorry, just hit y'all. I haven't really designed anything for it, but I know what it's going to look like, if that makes sense. I sort of have a vague idea of how it's going to look. It's going to be made out of stone, and match a little bit of the wall and stuff. And the bridges, I just don't know exactly what it's going to look like. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get started on the interior of Havenwood Hall. And boy, oh boy, aren't you guys spoiled for a third time lapse. I'm not going to talk for this one because it is only 30 seconds long, so just enjoy the time lapse. And one time lapse later, we have our lovely courtroom all built up. It's a little tight. Like is everything that I do, it's always going to be tight and a little bit claustrophobic, but that's okay. Like we've said, we're probably barely going to use this room. If we ever do use this room for a bit, it'll probably be reshuffled with the furniture. We'll probably make these proper desks here and stuff. As you can see, we have a little area here for like the judge's office, or maybe, I don't know, the defendant and the accused, for them to sort of take their people aside and have private conversations with everyone else hearing them inside of the room. Up here on the actual sort of judge area, we sort of have a main spot up back here. I just have torches here for right now. I need to go get the glowstone for it. But up here we sort of have where the main judge area will be. It's a little hard for him to see down there. Probably has to stand by the second queue. But then down here you can have like people speak, the witnesses, that kind of stuff. Or even if I'm here, my power trumps the judge. So judge would then come down, I would go up there. These three banners here, oh my gosh. This one sort of signifies the house and the authority that it has. This one is the banner of St. Hawthorne's Hospital, a very prominent figure. And then this is the banner of Havenwood, or at least sort of the working banner with it. I wanted it to be very similar to our banner, but still somewhat different and can hold its own. So we might change it to like a blue or something, because I think blue would look nice. But I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, I think it looks so much nicer just having a little pop of furniture. And I think we're going to come back in the spring and add in some plants and stuff. Mostly because it's hard to put like the white stuff in, or like the white leaves and plants and stuff, just because it kind of looks a little bit off. I haven't given us attic access just yet. I might just put a ladder in, like in one of the offices, because when the villagers are allowed to come over here, I don't want them all to just go immediately straight up to the roof. Look at that. That's beautiful. Sorry. Because currently that's what they're doing inside of the library. They have all... Where did I put my bed? They've all abandoned ship and went to the attic of that building. Which, thankfully, I didn't even give them control of the whole attic, otherwise I'd never see them. Is it on me? What the heck? ¿Dónde está? What? My bed, I'm tired. Please. No, like, actually, where did I put it? Oh my gosh. God, I'm getting old. Hello? Walk out here in the middle of a blizzard, and it certainly feels a little bit more like a horror game. Did I pick it up? There it is, I found it. But anywho, so now that we've sort of finished off... Oh, the snow gets to go. Thank you, game. So now that we finished that off, I figured we should probably go ahead and bring in some hired help. Oh, it was in my back pocket the whole time. So first things first, we're going to go put 2 iron golems inside of the towers on the wall. Just so that way we can actually see them as they approach, or as we approach. So here we go, we're going to put them in here, and this also sort of make it look like they're always keeping out, and they're already dressed up for the job. Boop, there we go. Okay, and then just off here, I did the same banner design with my banner, the hospital's banner, and then the village's banner. Oh, they're actually really, like, wrong button. Short in here. I was expecting them to take up like the whole thing and look like they're super trapped. They could totally squeeze in if they just went sideways. Well, that's good. That makes me feel a lot better about myself. I don't know. We could even probably put one here in the middle. Nah, we won't. It's fine for now. I think we will go ahead and put one inside of... Excuse you. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's him. We're going to go ahead and plop down another iron golem in here, just to show that it is sort of like a public official area. I imagine this is sort of our DMV area, so we have not enough waiting benches, of course, for the population that we have, and then 2 areas there, and then more private rooms for the government to form. So yeah, that's awesome. People have to wait a couple days in order to get anything filled out at the DMV. Perfect. We'll do that inside of another episode. I've been so bad about getting that finished, but oh well. Don't litter here, guys. Gosh. Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna... I don't know. Let's check on the villagers real quick. It's been a hot minute since I've done it. We need to make sure that all of the iron golems are still here. Oh, there's one. Hello. Going to the butcher, which we still haven't named. Excuse me. Yeah, these guys are still in here. They're just chilling. That's good to see. Love to see it. Love to see it. So that's 1, 2... Oh, he's almost dead. Let's heal him up real quick. Come here. Gotta keep our officers in tip-top shape. Oh my gosh. They've been protecting them, doing their duty. Thank you. Yeah, let's see. I think they're all in here. Not on the ground floor where it's all nice and decorated. Oh, who's killing themselves? Yeah, they're literally all in here. And thank God they can't get up to the attic. I hate you all. No, I don't. I don't mean that. I do. No, I don't. I love them. Hate them. Love, hate. Hate, love. Anywho. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I need to finish moving everyone over. This is also where they were starting to kill themselves. So I had to temporarily disable the clock tower, which is awesome. This building has people in it. Hello. Oh, okay. Good to see that the stonemason building is actually populated. That's peachy. Yeah, and the iron golems have not escaped since I saw them during the construction. Look at that. Aura. Sorry. I got distracted. And then also the cozy cottage that we built as the second building in Havenwood has like 50 million villagers up here. Or 3. Same thing. Oh, my throat. But anywho, I'm pretty pleased with what we have done in today's episode. Inside of the next one, I don't think we're going to be able to start working on the Church of Havenwood, which is going to be right there just yet. Mostly because the amount of stone I'm going to have to grind is probably going to take a little bit more time to do. So I think inside of the next episode, we're going to be building the tavern building, which will be right here. Nice cozy tavern, going to be called Walls Tavern. I'll also be neating up the paths and stuff and actually making it proper. Over here, we'll be building the Fletcher's building. So it'll be going up inside in the next episode too. So really, this whole courtyard area will be done, essentially. I think we're going to put maybe like a well in like the middle or something. But I did want it to be sort of a more open, common space for the villagers to hang out. So that'll be awesome. And then we just have a couple more houses there to build, and then the church, and a couple more houses over there, and then our village is technically done. Then we gotta do something else. I think we'll probably be building a train station to get over to the mending area, because I like flying, but it is so slow. But anywho, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft. If you did, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you all inside of the next one. See ya!